This is the town of Simla down here. Let me try to zoom in here. It's on the 24 out. It's between Colorado Springs and Lyman. There's a supermax prison in the Lyman area. A lot of prisoners there. And then Elbert County and Kiowa and Castle Rock and Denver, the airport is right here. So and the Colorado Springs airport's to the south. But as far as activity out in this area, a lot of people do work at this supermax prison that's out here by Lyman, outside of Denver and Colorado Springs. Here's Simla. That's where I guess the case is. And the guy says he doesn't travel, but does he work at any of these areas? Anyway, let's run the news report.
Back in Elbert County, an area known for its quiet style.
Actually surprised that we knew we would see it at some point.
The new variant of COVID-19 now in Colorado, and it spreads up to 70% faster than the original virus. But what does this mean as the state tries to get the pandemic under control? The problem solvers are on it. A stunning new video. What put a little girl in the hospital? Tonight, our team learning it may have all started over a parking spot. And are you looking to return a Christmas gift to an online store? You won't be alone. Why shipping companies expect a record number of items to be returned to sender. New at 10. And right now at 10, Colorado scientists tracking the first case of a variant of the coronavirus in the United States that was first discovered by British scientists.
It's a strain that spreads much faster than the original, and tonight we're learning there may be a second case in Colorado as well. Both the confirmed case and the second suspected case are connected to Elbert County. The mayor of Simla tells us that both patients were working in town together on the day the test was taken. However, both live outside of Elbert County and are now in isolation. Tonight, we sent that in as he's in Elbert County, where many are concerned about this new development. New at 10.
Yeah, tonight the mayor of Elizabeth telling me people in her community are trying to learn as much as they can about this new strain of COVID-19. The question is, how fast will it move here?
Elbert County seems like the last place one might think a COVID variant common in the UK would end up. Tonight, though, some people still concerned, despite vast open spaces that make up the area.
We just really start, kind of buckling down a little bit more. We always wear our mask and keep everything clean, but, just to kind of watch out for each other.
The county is home to small towns like Simla, Kiowa, and Elizabeth. The area made up of wide open spaces dotted with cattle ranches and farms. There are currently 933 COVID cases in Elbert County. The positivity rate, 11% among the nearly 27,000 people who live here. It's extraordinary that even just one case of the COVID-19 B.1.1.7 strain would be found here. Tonight, the mayor of the town of Elizabeth told Fox 31 questions have been pouring in from concerned citizens wanting to know more about the presence of the new fast-spreading strain in their community.
I was shocked and surprised, just like everyone else, to hear the news. The next 48 hours is going to be crucial in figuring out how we proceed, not only as a community, but, as a state and within our county.
The arrival of the B.1.1.7 strain causing quite a stir on our Fox 31 Facebook page. One person saying, "Here we go." Another, "Oh no." Back in Elbert County, an area known for its quiet style of living now finds itself in the international spotlight in a way no one ever imagined.
And tonight, Elbert County status is still in the red on the COVID dial. The question now is, how much will this new strain affect that status? Vicente Arenas, Fox 31.
Vicente, thank you. The governor planning a news conference for tomorrow morning to address the new variant here in our state and how it impacts the strategy to contain the virus. Fox 31's Alex Rose speaking with experts about what it all means for our state.
I've talked to a lot of health officials about this, both at the federal and state level, and the bottom line here is this is not a surprise. We knew this strain of COVID-19 was circulating through the United States. Now it's official. It is here, and it is in Colorado. Here's what we know so far about this case. It's a man in his 20s who is currently isolating in Elbert County. He has no travel history and no close contacts identifiable so far, according to the state. Public health officials are interviewing people right now to contact trace and investigate. Now, a top U.S. health official says this strain was first detected back in September, but has gained more recognition because of the surging cases in the United Kingdom. There's a lot we don't know about this variant, but scientists in the UK are warning that it is significantly more contagious. U.S. health officials say there's no evidence to suggest this strain is resistant to vaccines, and no evidence suggests it's any more dangerous. Still, we're learning more about this strain every day.
I know that CDPHE has been doing surveillance since November, looking specifically for this virus, and just now detected it. But that doesn't, they don't test every single sample.
We were able to get in touch with the mayor of Simla, Colorado late tonight. He says the health department contacted him and told him that there's one confirmed case and one suspected positive case of this new COVID variant there in Elbert County. We're looking forward to learning more at the governor's press conference tomorrow at 10 a.m. In Denver, Alex Rose, Fox 31.
All right, Alex, thank you very much. The problem solvers looking at the latest data. More than 1,100 new cases were reported to the state today, and that number continues to trend downward from earlier this month. There are currently more than 1,000 patients in Colorado hospitals with the virus. That's about the same level as yesterday. About 13% of available hospital beds are being used by COVID-19 patients. That's down from more than 50% at the beginning of the month. The person overseeing the COVID-19 testing in the state is stepping down. Sarah Thunberg submitted her resignation earlier this month. In a letter, she said, quote, "There are not words for the pride I feel when reflecting on the work the testing and containment team has done," but went on to say that it is time for her to move on. Her last day leading this team, by the way, will be on January 21st.
While Colorado is flattening the curve in COVID cases, state prisons still seeing a surge. There have been almost 13,000 people testing positive in the correctional system since the start of the pandemic. Right now, Colorado is one of only 11 states, I should say, without any specific phase of vaccination for inmates, according to the Prison Policy Institute. But Senator Jerry Sonnenberg of Sterling says the state should focus on workers, not inmates.
Prison workers need to be moved up the list and vaccinated to protect both the prisoners and the public as they move back and forth. To move the prisoners up the list, I think, is unreasonable.
Under the state's plan, prison workers are set to be vaccinated with other frontline workers in Phase 1B.
More Denver first responders getting vaccinated. This was the scene earlier today as Denver Health provided the doses to police and firefighters. We showed you yesterday the Denver sheriff also getting the vaccine, who said everyone should get one once it's your turn. Denver Health says they look forward to getting even more people vaccinated every day.
And we know many of you have vaccine questions. The Fox 31 problem solvers have spent months working to get you answers, and you can find information about when you'll get one and how it works right now at kdvr.com.
Right now, an avalanche warning is in effect for a large part of the Colorado mountains. The Colorado Avalanche Information Center says the danger is high in Aspen and further south in the San Juan and Sangre de Cristo mountains. It also has considerable danger in the mountains in the northern part of the state. The warning is a result of the recent large amount of new snow that recently fell on weak snowpack. That storm that brought all that snow is now moving out of the state, and things should start warming back up tomorrow. Pinpoint weather meteorologist Jessica LaBelle tracking your forecast tonight. Jess.
Yeah, Erica, that's right. Some of those areas under that avalanche warning did pick up 2 feet of snow in Colorado's southwestern mountains. A little bit closer to the Front Range, we didn't see near that much, but we did see 4 inches up into Estes Park, Fort Collins, nearly 3 inches of snow. Close to 2 in Denver and Greeley, and Boulder picked up about 1.5 inches from last night's storm. But tonight, that's starting to clear out. Satellite and radar right now showing you a few lingering snow showers down in our Sangre de Cristo mountains, but that will be wrapping up overnight this evening. Temperatures right now sitting at 16 degrees in Denver. It's cold, the skies are clear, and we do have winds out of the south-southeast at 10 miles per hour. Most of us in the Front Range tonight sitting into the teens, parts of the high country already below zero. It's 9 below up in Kremling tonight. Now tomorrow morning we drop to 12 degrees in Denver and pinpointing an afternoon high of 42 with sunshine and dry conditions. Coming up, I'll let you know how long this warm up and mild weather is expected to stick around here on the Front Range. That's all ahead in Pinpoint Weather.
All right, Jess, we'll see you in just a few minutes. New at 10, about 1,500.
So even with the cold weather, they're still discovering this strain from people that don't travel. That's bizarre. And Earth First is at it again. This is
Homeowners have been told to wait until the gas company can come by to relight their appliances before restoring their gas service. New at 10, police make an arrest in a Christmas Day murder. Tanel Love now facing a first-degree murder charge.